School Freeware's free Pascal program tutorials. Tutorial 4, Getting User Input. The code used within this tutorial can be downloaded at schoolfreeware.com. This is the program that we'll make within this tutorial. The program will ask for the user's first name, the user's last name, and 2 integers. The program will then add the integers, displaying the sum. I have already created a new project and I've put the code to make the computer stop here at the bottom. Next, I'm going to go ahead and make a variable area. So underneath uses, I'll put in var. I'll need a variable for the first name. I'll call this variable fname. Fname will be a string. Lname will be for the last name, and it'll also be a string. Then I'm going to need 2 numbers that are both integers. Num1 will be an integer, and num2 is also set as an integer. Alright, where we have begin, I'll go ahead and write to the screen, telling the user to enter first name. Then I'll read line, placing the input into the variable fname. Okay, this is where we get our first name right here. So now after the user enters in their first name, this variable will hold that information. So I can go ahead and run this to test this out real quick. By using the write command, the cursor is set right at the end of the string. So here we are ready to use the read line fname. If I were to use write line instead of write, we'll find that the cursor starts at the new line. So I'm going to change this back to write. And next, we'll go ahead and get the last name. Enter last name. Read line. Lname. Okay, now that we got the first and last name, we need to do something with those variables. I'm going to write 2 blank lines to the screen, and then I'm going to write line. Nice to meet you, comma, fname, comma, a space, within single quotes, another comma, then lname, ending the write line. And what this is going to do is say nice to meet you, then whatever the user puts as their first name, a space, and then whatever the user puts in for their last name. So I can go ahead and run. First name will be school, last name will be freeware. Nice to meet you, school freeware. If I didn't put the space here, the first name and last name would be smashed together. Okay, now I'd like to get 2 numbers from the user. These numbers will be integers, so I'm going to write, telling the user to enter first integer. Then once again, read line, and we'll use num1 as our variable to hold in the first integer. I'll then write enter second integer. And I'll read line num2 as the holding variable. Okay, I'll write line to the screen to put a space, and I'll write line the output, the sum of the integers, a comma to separate the string from the calculation, num1 plus num2. Okay, so we're going to end the program with press enter to quit, and everything looks pretty good, so I'll go ahead and run. School freeware, first integer 5, second 3.